everyone. DJ Ciggy here with Raquel Justice, who stars as Sophia in the new series Dexter Original Sin. You are tuned in to 89.9 FM WORT. We are on Her Infinite Variety. Hey, Raquel.
Hello. It's so great to be here.
It's great to have you. Thank you so much for your time today. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from across the sea. I'm in Madrid currently. I'll be here for a few months. Yeah.
Wow, it's got to be almost like nighttime there right now.
Oh yeah. It's 7:16 p.m., so the day is done for me.
Well, thank you for meeting up with us at the end of your day. We really appreciate it. Um, what are you doing in your free time in Madrid? Are you reading? Are you listening to music? What's the vibe?
So my vibe, I came here with a purpose. I had a few things. I need to learn Spanish. That was number one. So I practice that a lot. And I also wanted to start writing my own screenplays. So I'm getting into writing. I'm trying to take some online courses. I'm a writer at heart. I write poetry. So I'm just trying to switch that over into a different form of media. But I have a lot of faith in myself and I read. So I feel like reading helps with writing.
Absolutely, especially if you're learning a new language, that immersion of reading and speaking is going to do wonders for you. That's so cool and so inspirational. So you also, besides acting and all the other cool stuff you do, you like to write and write poetry. That's actually so important at this time
Yes,
of the world. Um,
absolutely.
are you reading anything outside of your school books right now?
Oh yeah, I mean, listen, I don't even read my school books. I'm gonna have to be honest with you. All of my stuff is outside. So I'm actually reading The Secret History right now, which is on my desk. I love fantasy novels, any world building, and I think I mean, that is in line with what I do as an actor. I world build and I get into a fantasy world, and I that follows me in my reading as well.
Absolutely. What a cool way to merge your art forms. I do a graphic design and music, so you can see it in my hair. I mean, that's, when we
Very
merge.
artistic.
Yes, thank you. When we merge those things together, it's amazing what we can create. And that's kind of the whole point of our radio show. At least my part on it is to share all the creatives that are forming their art together. We're very interested in multi artists and things like that. So what
I
a
love that.
what a great like way to start the conversation. I wanted to just ask you a couple of questions. Are you working on any new projects in 2025?
I will say just to keep an eye out, keep an ear out. I'm not going to say too much, but there will be some wonderful things. And also right now I just feel like I actually now that you mentioned creative media and kind of bridging like creatives, I had this fantastic idea that just came to me at 3 a.m. like last week. I wanted to create a website that actually was like a creative outlet for a lot of different forms of creativity. So it's like blog posts, writing, photography, like films, all that stuff. And at first it was really just going to be about my mind. And then if that builds, me and my friends wanted to make a website that kind of bridges all of our creativities. So we'll have a bunch of different like one of my best friends, she's a makeup artist, and the other one's super into fashion. And so I really love that you said that because that's kind of the big thing in our world right now is trying to have a form of media or a place you can go to find all of that.
Exactly. Yeah, that feels like a lot of the conversations I'm having now. A lot of us are talking about how can we take our individual skills and bring them together to create something a little more interesting, a little more provocative, a little more enticing. So that's
Memorable.
great. I feel like you have such a reach and like such an incredible way to do that. So keep it up.
Thank
I love how aspirational you sound. Like that Spanish and then learn Portuguese and then learn French and then land in Paris.
And then Italian, and then we'll go from there. World traveler, I'll try.
I'll meet you in Paris. I can speak French. That's about it. So
Really?
yes, je parle
That's
français.
such a beautiful. All I know is and please if I'm wrong, please. Je m'appelle Raquel, which is like my name is Raquel, right?
Got it.
You're right. Yeah, I got that.
You got it. If you are just tuning in, you are listening to Her Infinite Variety with DJ Ciggy and our guest, Raquel Justice on 89.9 FM, WORT. So, we were just talking about merging forms of art and upcoming aspirations. Outside of that, I know a lot of people are really, really into your recent project, Dexter Original Sin.
Yeah.
I'm personally halfway through the series myself, can't stop watching. So I'm in it, I'm with it. What's one thing you really like about your character? Her name's Sophia, right?
Yeah, Sofia Rivera. What thing I really like about her, that's so hard. I have like at first when I read the script, I had such a love-hate relationship with her because she's very different from me. And I think from playing her, I fell in love with her. I'm like the number one advocator. I think I love what I would take from her, I'll say, is I would take her sense of loyalty. She's extremely loyal and emotional, and she's not afraid to be emotional. And I'm gonna use second one because I just thought about it, but I also love how strong she is. She doesn't really take any shit from people or anybody. And you'll definitely like see that as time progresses, but she's a firecracker and I love that.
I love that too because it's such a great like contrast to the other characters. It also works with the other characters and I'm really into this idea of Dexter like next generation, right? Because again, that's another conversation. We've gone through a couple decades now. We're in a new place where we can kind of revisit history and we can rewrite the story for ourselves. So I'm really enjoying that next gen vibe, even though it's in the past. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah. So if anybody is listening that hasn't watched this yet, you definitely need to check it out. It's available on Paramount Plus, and you can trial that if that's a problem for any of you. It's worth it. They have everything on there. Don't take it from me. Um,
Take it from me.
take it from Cal. Um, okay, so in the vein of Dexter, you have some incredible co-stars. Is there anybody that you met for the first time? Like, what?
Oh my gosh, all of them? Like, I
Wild.
will say I did not get to meet Patrick Dempsey. We kept crossing, missing each other, but during the table read, I got to see him on a Zoom. He saw us in a room, and that was enough for me. I'm a huge Grey's Anatomy fan. So, obviously meeting Sarah Michelle Gellar for anybody is insane. She actually worked on a show with one of my friends, Tyler Gray. So we had a little connection there that we could talk about. But I think my favorite I won't say favorite. They were all amazing, but working with obviously Christian, like he's so iconic and he's such a funny person to work off of. Like we have this one scene at the dinner table where Dexter and I are kind of making like goo goo eyes at each other and it's so camp and over the top and obviously it's so there. But whenever the camera wasn't on him, he would try to get us to like I don't know if it's trying to get us to mess up or just to have fun with the day that we're having, but like we all had to eat food. And if it was on me, I can't laugh. I got to stay in it. He had to take a bite of food and he out loud said, num, 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 as like he was eating his food. And I like feel kicks under the table. I don't know if he's kicking me or not. I'm like, this is crazy. And it just made it brought so much light and life to the scene. So I think that was one of my favorite moments.
Absolutely. Anybody that like lights a fire under you to make you have fun, to help you be more candid, to inspire you to improvise. That stuff is that's so fun. And I'm glad it was with Christian of all people. I mean, I'm not surprised, but that's so cool.
Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, the cast seems incredible. I've watched a little bit of the original Dexter series. I need to get with it, but even there's a great cast. So again, it's so cool to see them all as like them 30 years ago. I'm
Yeah.
loving that vibe. That actually makes it way more exciting and would probably make more people want to, check it out.
World enlarging. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yes. Well, and that's exactly kind of the conversation we're having right now. And again, if you're just tuning in, you are here on Her Infinite Variety with DJ Ciggy and our star of the day, Raquel Justice.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so aspirations, new projects, old projects. Can you tell us a little bit about the movie Finding Tony? I know a lot of my friends are really curious about that.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of like
The
your
movie
heart.
follows, yeah, the movie follows two main characters. There's obviously Tony and Destiny. I play Destiny. I had to learn basketball. It was fun. I already had a little bit of skill under my belt. I grew up in a very sports-oriented family. I have played my fair share against my brothers, so they had me on a double rim at the park trying to get it in for the perfect shot. And they're asking a lot of me. I hope I pulled through, but it's a great film. It's really about family and trust, trauma, like the feeling of having to open yourself up in fears of getting hurt and being so hurt in the past. And I think Destiny is the toughest character that I've ever played. Um, not by like it was hard to play her. She was just so hard. Like she had such a shell over her for most of the movie, and that truly is the opposite of me. Like, so it was fun to play her. It was fun to have that mouth on her, and to she trusted nobody. And I think seeing her open up and slowly developing a relationship with Tony, who is her coach, was really beautiful, and also deepening relationships on set was really beautiful as well. So it's a feel-good movie. There's some crazy plot twists. It's shocking, and it's funny. So I would check it out.
All of those feelings that you mentioned, those can be very difficult to process, but I promise to anyone listening, that kind of content is so good to watch with your friends, watch with a loved one. It's a great way to just like feel comfortable in your own vulnerability. And we
Hmm.
really like that stuff. That's so cool. I
Yeah,
haven't seen it yet. I would love to check it out. And thank you for sharing that. Appreciate it.
thank you.
Um, okay, so outside of writing, acting, are there any like extra things that you would like to try or activities like let's just say DJing? Would you ever be a DJ?
I absolutely would. My best friend's a DJ,
Let's
so
go.
yeah. So I absolutely would try DJing. I'm not sure if I'd be as good as her, but I would have fun with it. I don't know if you believe in any astrology signs. I'm a Gemini.
Yes.
I'm I'm a double Gemini Cancer. And I know that's putting myself out there for a risk. I understand you guys, but please, 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 please,
Wow,
please.
she's out here.
I'm saying that because I have so many different things I love to do. Like I'm scattered across everything, like creativity, acting, that's my passion, but I have so many hobbies. I want to actually fund a school eventually, and I want to help like with a wildlife sanctuary, and I want to write poetry and be under a pen name and kind of get that out there. So there's a lot of different forms of work I like to do, but hobbies, I love horses. I love horseback riding, anything with animals. I love dancing. I love boxing. Love boxing. I did kickboxing for a few years. I just got into boxing, and I'm about to get my back shredded. So stay tuned into the Instagram for those shredded back pics. Just wait.
You heard it here, folks. The shredded back pics are coming for Raquel and for me. My friends are trying to start a wrestling league in our city, and it's we have somebody coming over to our house like once a week now that's teaching us new moves. So I think it's like actually gonna happen.
That's so
Sports are
sick.
amazing. They're great for your body, for your mind, for
Yeah.
your health, like in a
To
very
feel
general
strong too. You
yes.
feel stronger when you can hit a punching bag or wrestle.
Yeah, it totally
Yeah.
increases your momentum to do creative things. So here's everybody's little motivation to at least, I don't know, go outside.
Try.
It's cold
Yeah.
where I'm at. It's probably 37 degrees Fahrenheit.
In here. It's pretty rainy here too. It's been rainy
Really?
for like 3 weeks. Yeah. We haven't got the sun yet. It'll get warm, but right now it's really like a little seasonal depression, but I'm in Madrid, so I can't even be depressed. Like I'm just happy to be here.
I mean, of all the places in the world, Madrid is really iconic. So much history and art. That's a
So much life.
destination for me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful. I definitely want to hit a lot of museums, and we actually are going to go to the Museo del Prado, I think it's called. We're going to that this upcoming weekend. So I'm really excited.
That's all really exciting stuff. Well, hey, Raquel, thank you for all of your time today. I know we went a little bit over, but again, Anybody that's just tuning in, you are on 89.9 FM, WORT. And I'm DJ Ciggy. I'm here every fourth Sunday. And we'll see you guys at the end of March. Raquel, good luck with your studies.
Thank you so much. This has
And
been so fun.
we'll talk soon.